Good evening. Tonight on The Pulse, we spotlight the issue of illegal fishing in Fiji's exclusive economic zone. Fiji is estimated to lose $50 million in revenue every year due to illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing across its waters. Our 1.3 million square kilometer EEZ is particularly vulnerable due to its vastness. Relevant authorities, including the Ministry of Fisheries, the Republic of Fiji Navy, local fishermen, and the Fiji Fishing Industry Association, have raised concerns about the impacts of illegal fishing on both economy and the sustainability of marine resources. According to local fishermen, illegal fishing is threatening both food security and future generations. This is because the community relies entirely on local fishing grounds for food and income.
We are facing issues with illegal fishing, as people from Suva have been fishing in our area. Last week we had a meeting to discuss ways to stop illegal fishing and protect our inqoliqoli. We found that it is not locals breaking the law, but people from other areas.
Fishing is our source of livelihood, so others coming to fish illegally in our area poses a huge threat to us. How can we respect our inqoliqoli if people from outside break the rules? There is no respect for our rights.
Naidiri Marine Biodiversity Park co-founder Manwa Duwai stresses the challenges of protecting these fishing areas, citing limited resources and specialized equipment as obstacles.
And this thing, they just drop their divers here and they just step aside. And after 3 or 2 hours, and come back again and pick them. Because the new time they'll be most of the time they'll be underwater. See, it really cut off some of the food, especially unicorn fish. We found they are decreasing in numbers now.
Duwai is urging all to act collectively and remain resilient. Fiji Fishing Industry Association representative Ulayasi Tuikoro says illegal fishing activities affect catch volumes, disrupt quotas and reduce supply to markets.
Well, we've had incidents where a lot of illegal activities really have affected our income or our sales. For example, when we've got a certain quota that we need to reach towards the end of the year, we through illegal activities we cannot achieve those targets. Therefore, there's a backlog of catch that we need to still achieve, and also more supply the markets that we need to supply to. When it comes to sales, when there's less stock, the price tends to rise, and we have to sell it at a higher price when compared to if there's higher stock, you can just sell it at a lower price.
He adds that awareness, compliance and vigilance among fishing operators are crucial to safeguard Fiji's marine resources and ensure sustainable fisheries for the future.
We have, for example, stakeholders meeting, and then when a topic is being brought up, we then try to get to the bottom of what had happened, who had done what are some of the mitigating factors that we can try to mitigate the issues that those companies may have gone through.
University of the South Pacific Pro-Chancellor says involving local communities is vital to improving data collection in the Pacific.
And national authorities are doing their best to find them, but of course their resources are limited because of budget constraints. However, from the research that we have done, we suspect that the amount that's actually going on far exceeds the data that's been collected.
We'll take a short break and return with the enforcement and surveillance perspective, showing how naval vessels, aerial patrols and satellite monitoring across with coordinated efforts, data sharing and technology help detect, deter illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing. Welcome back. Minister for Fisheries Alithea Mbailivalu says Fiji has shifted from traditional policing to an intelligence-led surveillance approach. Additionally, Fiji depends heavily on regional defense partners such as Australia, New Zealand, France and the United States through the Foreign Fisheries Agency. Mbailivalu adds they are also modernizing enforcement tools. She says all licensed vessels operating in Fijian waters are required to install a vessel monitoring system on board.
That is a mandatory requirement for all the vessels that we license, so that through that system, our officers here on shore are able to monitor the fishing activities out at sea.
The minister highlighted the capabilities of the National Monitoring and Surveillance Centre in Walubei, Suva, which was officially opened in late 2024.
So that centre, it enables us to look at our vessels that are fishing out in our waters on a much bigger scale, on a bigger screen, as compared to how we used to monitor our vessels in the past. And we're also able to generate reports in a more quicker turnaround time. Like, for example, reports that could be produced within a week can now be produced within a day.
She says the upgraded monitoring measures aim to support sustainable fisheries management.
And then we have the our national surveillance center that also monitors our vessels out in the EEZ. It is also connected to the system that we have in Honiara, Solomon Islands, and we are able to access our vessels in other waters or in other jurisdictions, provided we have like a memorandum of understanding with the Pacific Island country.
While technology is essential, physical presence remains important. Fiji Navy Commander Timothy Natuva says they conduct surveillance patrol using Fiji Navy assets.
Yeah, the various technology that we have, the whole the world is moving into continue to look into innovative ways to address issues. AI is a big thing that is coming now. So satellite technology that we have access to, that we can use to detect vessels that come into our waters. But as I highlighted, once our enemy or criminal elements understood what we have, they evolved. So it's just a matter of making sure that we are in par with the threat that is there, understanding their strengths and able to address this.
Commander Natuva acknowledged the challenges of patrolling Fiji's extensive and maritime borders.
I think the main challenges is limited resources that we have. Efforts not really synchronized. I think agencies are still tend to work in our silos. There's also legislation gaps that has to be addressed, and our ocean space is just huge. Very porous borders where there are various entries into our waters, where criminal elements or persons that will to engage in illegal activity can come through. It's very difficult to maintain a persistent presence in our exclusive economic zone, in our waters. So that continues to be a challenge as well.
To strengthen monitoring and capabilities, Fiji works closely with regional and international partners.
With Australia has been our most important partner. They've supported us in terms of ships, in terms of infrastructure, and then we also have New Zealand, who has been working with us in terms of supporting, for example, aerial surveillance that they provided us recently. We have the United States through US Coast Guard that have supported us with that, and also regional partners such as France as well, which has something to offer.
Pacific Island Forum Fisheries Agency Director General Noan Pakop emphasizes the importance of partnership in maintaining control over the region's vast ocean space.
It requires a strong partnership and cooperation with all relevant stakeholders to ensure that we manage our stock sustainably in the region and we control illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing activities.
Pakop adds that FFA programs also focus on building national capacity for member countries with varying administrative setups.
But also apart from that, we have the Observer program, which enables young Pacific Islanders to be on vessels to observe activities of vessels. We have the satellite monitoring system, harmonized minimum terms and conditions within all Pacific Island countries to ensure that we have standard application of laws and enforcement.
This is The Pulse, bringing you the facts, the voices and the stories behind the headlines. Thank you for joining us tonight. Join us again tomorrow, same time. Good night.